Commencement Exercises of the College of the Marshall Islands. May I ask that everyone please rise for the academic procession. Members of the College of the Marshall Islands, the Board of Regents, and the President's Party. Representatives of the faculty of the College of the Marshall Islands. Program department heads of the College of the Marshall Islands.
Talking about
President Dr. Hilda C. Heine, and First Gentleman Mr. Thomas Kitchener Jr. On behalf of the College of the Marshall Islands, I would like to first give thanks to our Heavenly Father for a wonderful and joyous occasion. No rain. I also would like to acknowledge our traditional leaders, religious leaders, honorable members of the Cabinet, members of the Diplomatic Corps, secretaries, and heads of government ministries and agencies, and distinguished guests. On behalf of the President of the College, I also would like to acknowledge the members of the CMI Board of Regents, administration, faculty and staff of the College, proud parents, families, and friends of the graduating class of 2018. Yakwagom Alep, and welcome to the 2018 Commencement Exercises of the College of the Marshall Islands, which will now be in order. Please remain standing for the invocation and for the singing of our RMI National Anthem. The lyrics of our national anthem can be found in the pages of your program. The CMI choir, led by Mr. Ben Morrison, will lead us with a song. And now I would like to ask Reverend Enja Enos to give the invocation.
Let us pray. Indeed, we want to thank you, our Heavenly Father, the Creator of the universe, Creator of mankind, for this very important day. We have prayed and asked you for your will that it will be a good day, and it is indeed good. This morning, we pray that it will be all throughout this day. As we open the commencement exercises practice here, this morning, we'd like to ask that you will take care of all the speeches that will be shared in every part of this program today for the graduation of 2018. We humbly ask this in your most wonderful and precious name. Thank you. Amen.
Please remain standing for the singing of the RMI National Anthem.
Thank you.
time, I would like to call on the chairman for the CMI Board of Regents, Mr. Ben Chutaro, to give the welcoming remarks.
Adan college in Marshall Islands, you can Rwanda in the audit. The laptop you can like June Charaman class of 2018. June Kapu. Her Excellency President of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, Dr. Hilda C. Heine, and First Gentleman Mr. Tommy Kitchener Jr., Honorable Minister Ro and Senator Ro on RMI government, Boba Speaker, Lidl in Manit, Lidl in Kabung, the Ambassador of the United States of America to the RMI, Her Excellency Karen Stewart, Ambassador of the government and the people of Japan to the RMI, His Excellency Hideki Matsuoka, and Ambassador of the ROC Taiwan to the RMI, His Excellency Daniel Tang, and members of the Diplomatic Corps, and a special welcome to Dr. Richard Lynn, President and CEO of the Accrediting Commission for Community and Junior Colleges, or ACCJC, and CMI's accreditor. At this time, lo yeni ni ganam lalak chuan kambolo lalak ngan Rome Alabar kijong chigang RMI College of the Marshall Islands. Jenba partner on education. Ini bar kanan kamola Her Excellency President of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, Dr. Hilda Heine, and Cabinet of Minister of Education, Minister Wilbur Heine, Chief Secretary, Secretary of Finance, and PSS, Public School System Director Kanji Rosea. Ten audit Chudavilugan College of Marshall Islands, and Jalabar Iberquin Kayola College in that. But I know the Ganan Kamone Jun Kamola Laman Romer diplomat donor partner Roar, Ganan Kamola Kieno and Japan. Tomo arigato. Ikanambar Kamola government and Armenian Republic of China, Taiwan. Sheshe. A special very thanks to the government and the people of the United States of America. Ambassador Karen Stewart, please extend our greatest thanks to the people and government and people of the United States of America for their generosity and never-ending support to our college. Also, Dr. Richard Lynn, President and CEO of Accrediting Commissioner on Community and Junior Colleges. First time here. Dr. Wynne, thank you. Welcome. Kia iganan lalak berkamolo langan Romer Chabuy and College in College of the Marshall Islands. Board of Regents would like to give thanks to Dr. Corey Voluano. Did I say that right? I hope. I also like to thank the staff and the faculty for strong commitment and dedication to our college. I also like to take this opportunity to welcome Dr. Vince Nix. He's our new Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs. Welcome. I also like to thank Dr. Nish. She's been instrumental in ensuring our accreditation is met and a whole lot of other things that she's done for us. So thank you. I also like to take a special opportunity to thank a special faculty, Mary Van Auken, who has been with us for 15 years, and she'll be retiring pretty soon. Mary is I just want to thank her for all the things she's done for the people of the Marshall Islands, and on behalf of the Board of Regents and the College of the Marshall Islands, I want to say a big pomodala. Rainin at Juan special day on college and on Marshall Islands is Rongolalem Yun and Judak. chatot nan e chaplu kulen aga pada ci college ne bioja en bukonan kitchen charwar ko pe rollam ngan alinginar lalinar ganan ka molo lole rome re charwar pe ro kenan all chuta we live in college in ganan parba ko mo dada ngan all. Okay, thank you very much.
Now, if I may, I would like to call on Her Excellency, President Dr. Aine, to deliver this morning's remarks on behalf of the government.
Yago kamu jawlep kamolol iroj man menugam ji kile yawlep rodien clear do manedeo rojim le rojo roar lo kieneo minister ro speaker ro senator ro to the rojap cheban ko bijwan kien im roilo kabun ko war don kile jeno la ngan rabden enja enoj rugagi enja enoj do chipon raini kile ro wan to blomedi koreo president an college Dr. Teresa, chairman of Board of Regions in Romatan, Region Romatan. Keynote Speaker of Chipon in Raining, Dr. David Alfred. Chinanim Chairman Ron Rugari Royal Rain, Tackle Dean Stavio, in the Lapata Kile Rugari Royal Rain, CMI class of 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, a special recognition and welcome is extended to Dr. Richard Wynne, President and CEO of the Accrediting Commission for Community and Junior Colleges. I would like to thank the College of the Marshall Islands for the invitation and the opportunity for the government to speak before you today. Today, as we know, is not only for our graduates, but also for the college, which celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. CMI is one of the important educational pillars of this country, one which all of us should be very proud. Its mission and purpose is noteworthy and matched only by a few others. CMI, as we know, started about 12 years after RMI became an independent country and has grown and moved forward hand in hand with the government, supporting RMI development with skilled human resources. Despite funding and accreditation challenges in the last 25 years, CMI has proven itself to be resilient. There is no question that the government relies on CMI to produce its basic human resource needs. So on this 25th anniversary, we salute the college and its achievements. Temaron ko ilala chuan kapubok ng college, CMI. Our student enrollment has grown from a mere 130 students or around there when the college first opened its doors as an accredited institution to its current enrollment of over 1,000 students. When we reflect on CMI's program and focus over the past 25 years, it has been on producing skilled personnel needed to augment and support social and educational development of the Marshall Islands. As a new country, we needed to have good teachers, nurses, and areas in this for social and educational development. While that is important and should continue, a new focus on the next 25 years should be on educational programs to develop the entrepreneurial and economic base of this country. Recently, I'm told that the land grant program has been able to employ researchers, 3 researchers, with emphasis on food security through agriculture. Efforts to retain aquamarine researchers, I understand, is currently being undertaken. And we hope that these will develop programs to grow and cultivate corals, sea cucumbers, seaweeds, pearl, and other marine life as we will continue to be prioritized in the future. Through its new researcher, the aquaculture program, we hope will re-establish clam and oyster research projects. These programs are essential to the expansion of the Marshall Islands economic base, which is contingent on our ability to sustainably harness the abundant marine life that surrounds us. Outreach programs to share knowledge developed from these projects with local communities will be just as important as our outer islands seek to further diversify their economic base. Given funding challenges and the need for quality educational services, I understand that CMI's mission in the coming years will be delivered through the college's first ever MEDO, or Education Master Plan, and its 4 operational plans. CMI's completion rate as of today is 4 to 6% remains a major issue, and I would like to challenge the college to raise this to 15% by 2020. For you underclassmen and women of CMI, this is also a challenge for you to work hard, to persevere, and to complete your education. The motto of the class today is Iron Tolak, or Providence Rewards Perseverance. This is very fitting as you complete this journey and embark on yet another one. Ilokajan Majal, perseverance means kijejitu, chuan nano media jar kajarwale, pada chuan in value in nur ejai bujung lablagar kajarwale lo nur war. Perseverance is a strong component to success. With the skills and knowledge you have obtained from CMI, you now possess an opportunity to aim for higher goals and bigger dreams. But never forget who you are and where you come from. The road before you may be long and difficult, but just as you persevere at CMI, I trust that you will also persevere with your next challenge. Your country requires new thinking, bold leadership, and a strong sense of community to achieve progressive actions. We need a new generation of Marshallese to step forward and continue the hard work that the current generation of leaders is undertaking. We need a new generation of Marshallese who think not only of themselves and their own comforts, but also ones who put their country's needs as top priority among their life's goals. Graduate, your challenge is to be the kind of leaders that RMI needs tomorrow. I congratulate you on your achievement today. Next week, the government will launch several multi-year projects totaling $78.6 million, funded by the World Bank, International Development Association, and the Green Climate Fund. These are major projects focusing on disaster resilience and coastal management and sustainable energy development. Not only are these projects injecting much needed capital into our economy, they will require skilled Marshallese to work alongside consultants who will be taught or brought into RMI to assist with various aspects of these projects. The projects will create jobs, professional ones, and those who persevere and complete their education are likely to be candidates for these jobs. Past and present graduates of CMI like yourselves are the core human resource base for these projects and others that are likely to follow. RMI will need engineers of all types to help construct and maintain strong coastal protection structures, docks, and other infrastructures that we will need to mitigate the effects of climate change, as well as experts and skilled people in renewable energy to help move Marshall Islands towards meeting its renewable energy goal of 100% renewable energy by 2050. Going forward, we also have long-standing challenges, communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases as well. Critical needs in early health and educational development of our children that have led to high malnutrition rates among young children and mothers, and inequality in many shapes and forms. We need more public health and clinical nurses, social workers, early childhood educators to work with families and those most in need of such assistance. We need nutritionists who understand food composition and values to help our families and to help our schools. There is no other time in our history like now when we will need our cultural resilience and ingenuity as a people to help ourselves. Bold and innovative solutions coupled with local leaderships will be needed. The college must play its part in inspiring its students to be equal to the task. Character building must be an essential mission of the college programs. Likewise, individual students must seek own inspirations from within to be brought up to the task at hand. In our culture, our forefathers were sailors who constantly had to adjust their sails towards the direction of the wind to effectively utilize the wind in reaching their final destination. RMI adjusted its sails when it left the rest of Micronesia to seek its own destiny. Responding to challenges confronting Marshall Islands from climate change, out-migration, and other issues, we may need to readjust our sails once more. To do that, we need thoughtful, solutions-oriented young Marshallese who take pride in their country, in being who they are, to take the lead. Graduates, adjust your sails towards the direction of the wind. Use your knowledge and skills to guide you to your final destination. Your success will be the success of your family and of the people of the Marshall Islands. Our young nation has accomplished many achievements over the past 39 years of independence. For me, these successes revolve around groups of bright and happy graduates, such as yourselves. I always believe that to further develop the Marshall Islands, we need to develop our youth. I have not wavered in that stance. On that note, I extend Cmi and my congratulations, as well as that of the Cabinet, and best wishes to all of you, your proud parents, faculty, and friends of our college. Kumoltaka.
Thank you, Madam President. Now I would like to call upon the President of the College, Dr. Teresa Coroy-Bolano, to present the special remarks for this morning.
Yakwele. Firstly, I give thanks to our Heavenly Creator for bringing us all together today to celebrate this momentous occasion. And on behalf of the Chairman and Board of Regents, students, graduates, staff, faculty, and administrators of the College of the Marshall Islands, I welcome you all very warmly to our 25th Commencement Exercises and Graduation Ceremony. I acknowledge and am grateful for the presence here today of Her Excellency, President of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, Dr. Hilda Heine, and First Gentleman, Mr. Tommy Kitchener Jr. We are also grateful for honourable ministers and senators of the RMI government, for our religious leaders, especially Reverend Enos, traditional leaders. We also acknowledge and we are thankful for the presence of the Ambassador of the United States of America to the RMI, Her Excellency Karen Stewart, Ambassador of the ROC Taiwan to the RMI, His Excellency Ambassador Daniel Tang, and Ambassador of the Government and People of Japan to the RMI, His Excellency Hiroyuki Mitsuoka, members of the Diplomatic Corps, and distinguished guests. I also have the honour this morning of acknowledging Dr. Richard Wynne, President and CEO of the Accrediting Commission for Community and Junior Colleges, or ACC, JC, who are our accreditors. This is Dr. Wynne's first visit to the RMI and to CMI, and we welcome you very warmly to our country and our college, Dr. Wynne. We are grateful that you accepted our invitation to participate in this memorable and joyous graduation celebration. Most importantly, proud families and friends of our graduates, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, your encouragement, your commitment, and your belief that our students will graduate as they have done today. Madam President, thank you to the government of the RMI for your strong and unfailing support, for trusting in us that as the College of the Marshall Islands, we will deliver as promised, and we have heard your challenges this morning. We will continue to work together meaningfully to create and support the educational opportunities that the RMI needs, especially as we approach another significant crossroads in our history in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, from the Adult Basic Education Program, formerly known as the GED, we have a total of 105 graduates, 79 here in Majuro and 26 in Uvai. From our CMI credit programs, we have 162 graduates, graduating with certificates in the following fields: carpentry, Marshallese language and arts, marine science, teaching, Associate of Arts in Business with a specialization in management, Associate of Science in Nursing, Associate of Science in Elementary Education, and the Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts. Please give them a hand. To our graduates, Jaraman, congratulations. Your perseverance has indeed paid huge rewards today, and Providence is smiling on you all this morning. Bask in this moment and celebrate, for you are the living proof that despite the sometimes overwhelming odds, you overcame and you are an achiever. You are a success story, and when the celebrations are over, remember that this is not the end of the story. There are many more chapters, many journeys as a CMI navigator you need to make. And I also acknowledge and thank our instructors, especially our student services, families and support groups, because they are all integral parts of this success story. You have the singular honor of graduating in this milestone 25th anniversary year for CMI, 25 years of serving the RMI, of providing, as our mission promises, quality, student-centered, post-secondary education services to the Marshallese people. In the next 25 years and more, we need you to be an essential part of even more achievements at CMI and the RMI. We express our deep felt appreciation to our RMI community, our partners both locally and internationally, for your continuous and unfailing support of our programs and initiatives. Graduates, I speak directly to you. Now that you've graduated, and we know that many of you will leave CMI and perhaps the RMI, we look forward to the day when you will return as teachers and nurses with bachelor's and master's degrees and even more. We look forward to you returning as instructors, managers, engineers, mechanics, IT specialists, political scientists, economists, accountants, doctors, highly skilled tradesmen and women, entrepreneurs, scientists, and much, much more. Your motto today, Providence rewards perseverance, serves as a timely reminder of a section, if I may quote from the preamble of the first compact, affirming the interest of the government of the United States in promoting economic development and budgetary self-reliance of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, end quote. Let me repeat that last part, promoting economic advancement and budgetary self-reliance. Because at this point of our history, we should be even more acutely aware of what this means and what each one of us must do now to realize those goals. To be active participants, movers and shakers in growing our economy, so that we can also show our own growing contributions to our national resources and budgets. Remember, graduates, the paths from the college to the Nitijala, to the ministries, agencies, and private sector employment are short and well-traveled. It is always encouraging to meet CMI alumni at the banks, the ministry offices, in the outer islands, and so on. At CMI, we also have alumni in the three main sections of the college, being faculty, staff, and administrators. So it is very clearly evident that the college does educate our leaders, professionals, tradesmen and women, our workforce. We need you to return after completing your study programs abroad to share the wealth of the knowledge and experiences you acquire, to develop new and existing employment opportunities. If you are going on to find employment after this, do not stop learning. Take every opportunity to continue enhancing your skills and knowledge, and keep strengthening your commitment to the RMI in your chosen careers. Allow me to share with you a few significant highlights so that you understand how you could contribute, and for me to illustrate the scope of the contributions you can make. Because in the last 25 years, many new programs have been added to the initial teaching and nursing programs, and these new programs are martial studies, business, marine science, and liberal arts. And we hope, as we have heard Madam President this morning, to rise to the challenges that she has presented us in her remarks. At this point, I also wish to recognize former presidents of the College of the Marshall Islands, whose steadfast commitment and unfailing conviction built the foundations upon which this has been made possible, and on which we continue to improve. Among them, we have here in the Marshall Islands, Her Excellency Madam President Dr. Hilda Heine. We also have the Chairman of the Customary Law and Language Commission, Mr. Alfred Capelle, and I also recognize Sister Dorothy and Mr. Carl Hacker, who cannot be here with us today. Please give them a warm round of applause. Graduates, we continue to integrate and improve our services through adult basic education, which was formerly known as GED, and developmental education to ensure the strongest possible start to higher and continuing education. We have also shared widely, and some of you here are members of the Bachelor of Arts in Elementary Education first cohort, begun in fall of 2017. Our faculty members continue to create initiatives that directly address student achievement and success. For example, the Accelerated Program and reviving the Dual Enrollment Program. Faculty and Student Services also revised college entry processes and introduced the multi-measures system in spring 2017. There will also be a new Math Accelerated Program this summer. All of these initiatives designed to improve access to the college and the quality of the education we provide. We continue to seek new opportunities for partnerships and resources, for example, in the Upward Bound program, which focuses on preparing high school students for a successful transition into college and a timely graduation. And yes, as you have heard Madam President also say this morning, we have our challenges. Our greatest challenge remains our 4% graduation rate. And already the CMI team is engaged in creating direct and sustainable responses to increasing that rate. We also know that it takes all of us, our government, our traditional and religious leaders, our partners and sponsors, our students, our graduates, yourselves, faculty, staff, administrators, our families and our community, all of us, to make meaningful and sustained improvement in this area, because CMI cannot do this alone. Finally, let us step up our roles as agents and champions of change through education to grow our economy in innovative and sustainable ways. And let us all be encouraged by the words of our first president, the late Iroj Amata Kabur, at the Trust Territory, the end of the Trust Territory Agreement and the beginning of the first compact, when he said, "It is not a continuation of a trusteeship situation. It is not a continuation of a colonial relationship. It is a new relationship based on recognition of Marshallese sovereignty. Graduates, many of you I know have written powerful and inspiring poems and stories about a sustainable RMI economy and lifestyle and climate change. Those stories are based very firmly here in our islands, our families, and our communities. A reaffirmation of our sovereignty and our resilient traditions. Continue to be inspired and inspiring as you adjust your sails for even more successes in your onward journey. Jaraman and Kumotata.
Thank you, President Coribolano. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our next speaker, the President and CEO for the Accrediting Commission for Community and Junior Colleges. Dr. Richard Wynne was appointed as President in July 2017. He joined the ACCJC staff in June 2016 as Vice President of Operations and then was appointed to serve as Interim President in December of the same year. Dr. Wynne worked with WASC Senior Colleges and University Commissions for 12 years, retiring in 2015 as Senior Vice President. He is also a public member of the Commission on Osteopathic College Accreditation and served for 3 years on the Board of Examiners of the Malcolm Bridge National Quality Award. President Wynne supports the Commission's executive and eligibility review committees and oversees conference planning. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Dr. Richard Wynne.
To all of you who care about the College of the Marshall Islands, may I say on behalf of the Accrediting Commission, we are proud to have you a member of the family of accredited institutions. I have spent 3 days. You deserve a hand to yourselves. I've spent 3 days mingling among your people, listening, talking, observing. And I come away absolutely inspired by what you have achieved, continue to achieve, and have set out to achieve in the very near future. This is an amazing organization, an inspiring college that has served you well. A few words to the graduates, please. I have to tell you, I've been very taken by your motto. When I was a college graduate, we were terribly full of ourselves. We decided we didn't need a graduation motto. We needed a graduation philosophy. The administration said, have at it, what have you got? So one of my classmates searched the writings of Winston Churchill and came up with the saying, nothing is as exhilarating as being shot at without being hit. The administration says, no, that won't fly. So we ended up with a motto that I have no idea what it meant, and I certainly can't recall it today. By contrast, you have chosen a motto that in 3 words carries so much wisdom. Let me start with that word perseverance. You may know that there's a lot of literature right now about how do you teach perseverance to elementary students. Because they're finding that more than money, more than race, more even than IQ, the thing that determines whether people succeed in the long run is perseverance. Now, perseverance is not in your catalog as a stated learning outcome. It wasn't listed as a course objective in any of the syllabi that you studied. But I would propose it is the single most important learning that you have achieved, and you will carry it with you for the rest of your life. You have skipped games, family events to create a better job on your homework, and thus you've learned perseverance. You've stayed up late to complete that paper, when you were so bone tired you thought you'd just fall asleep over your keyboard. And as such, you have learned perseverance. You've dealt with assignments that seem staggeringly difficult, and you've plugged through, and as a result, you have learned perseverance. You've dealt with faculty members whose assignments or whose lectures seem to perplex you and puzzle you. But you talked to your friends, you maybe spent time with your faculty, you stretched your mind, and as such, you learned perseverance. You've been tempted to doubt whether at the end of your studies there would be a career path that was meaningful for you, but you persisted, confident that good things would happen, and as a result, you have learned perseverance. Perseverance is the learning that is transferable, it's expandable, it's the kind of thing that will allow your children and your grandchildren to stand on your shoulders for generations to come. Good for you for choosing to focus on perseverance. But you've also talked about rewards. Providence rewards perseverance. And my suspicion is you're not thinking of this in terms of petitioning some famous or wealthy friend to grant you something special. It's not about like winning the lottery. The rewards of perseverance are built in. They are what happens when you carry this spirit of perseverance into the rest of your life. It's part of the order of the cosmos. It's how things work, and you can count on it. You've also spoken of providence, the belief that there is order and purpose and meaning in the universe, that you're part of a grand scheme, whereas you bring your education, your skill, your insights, your dedication, it will pay off. That there's a grand scheme that works on your behalf, and that in the end, in spite of the challenges and the circumstances, good will prevail. You've been blessed by a good college, staffed by skilled, compassionate, committed faculty and staff. People that I trust you will continue to hold close in your hearts, even as you hold this college close in your hearts, and that you will continue to honor and be blessed by what it has provided to you. Thank you for the honor of being here. You continue to be close to my heart. Thank you.
For the next part of our program, I would like to introduce our CMI warriors, who will be performing for us a traditional dance from the outer islands of Wutaruk. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you our Jabo warriors.
Ini kuring cibo agar walau jen aram gini tani cibo cuan yang mana kari kano ini am kadu ini rejaki ini kalian kar bukul kalian kar bukim colong naik tikar yang mereka rupi kebuku yang mereka lakukan tinggi tu orang pun dir kali ini ane dan tinggi dan ko ya lajar borol dengan wako ya par kel koren ya par kini kajilu ya lajar dah lejar log ini ini lagi cara kalian kalian pero lawan tikar bae na tu mesti jual wan kar dia tu wai kar kaji kudu matang matang tu malah tello jadi mau lalu ini nen karawit nen dia jadi ini dia kali ini ane pera kar kamari gen tarik naik ini ini rigi mana kar dalam murmurau ini mancalib juyo kita kar kongenawan ini jo kurenya kar walau jadi jen bae na tu nan kar tarik naik tolong bukai kumiri ini mereka kamari jual ini kene nelat ini jo kurenya kar walau jadi jen yenin me takar kene men menangai pen cubu kayak aruni ini ar parainot kudu jaro mere di muro pen perit pen melali kararo kaji barobir ini berar kamane jonier menana sem jo kurenya walau jadi mere nya naten cubu kene ke cubu ya kar walau jen kilan taring naik nan cubu ini mali ni lo kurein jalin taring nan cubu ini coba cubu cibu tanah leker ke tanah lama tak ke tanah laparan tanah ya karena ibu tahu itu dunia ini kayak dunia bung cara muka bumi ya bilang ini kan ayu bilang ini ya jalan tarik naik ke bui yang hijau kurangnya kalau walau jadi ini mereka punya kita mereka walau kan foto kayak gitu ya karena walau kue kan ke kurang berapa ya kue ya jangan udah kemana kemudian ini ya jangan malah kue natu ini karena kue natu yang ibu nanti karena itu agak jangan malah ini kue ke walau kurang mereka jangan apa itu
Jodoh Sepunar pencina-pencina Lewat pigarel Ruk Gak Sebelum Sebelum I
At this time, I would like to call upon Mr. Darrell Ruglang from this year's graduating class to introduce this year's keynote speaker.
Okay.
Yawangan oleh lucu poni. Modaya na yung malo ilo yeni. Ganan lelwaru cumur kamulul ani cenerilang. Ken bubain aru lucu poni lain. Ken junior me elabe maur aino daru cumur nalelaru. Iganan bubalo ilo oleh den nanin kilewo rarwalo lucu poni lain. Kile President Laminat Dr. Invocation Kubalo dipend perchandal nano. Parainod clear road mijit hilo cabinet dawan parainod nadi jalawat hilo ailingi. Yunan parainod kile hiro jalapalayo ar hilo ailingin hiro jalapat lain setgaya. Hiro chet hilo mogumuyat. Parainod ngan Rude ray narwich kajuju rar kubado mengi marun jab payadani agi ganan kwalap ke koderido turoro ingilin agi lucu puni lain. We have arrived at that time of year when graduating students across the country don their caps and gowns and arm themselves with big grin as they march across the stage to receive their diplomas and certificates. Whether a student is finishing up high school or college, graduating is an important milestone in our learning journey. This morning, we have a special guest who is inspiration to all graduates and whose learning journey is one we can learn from. I am honored to be given this enormous task of introducing our very own keynote speaker, Mr. David Lo Alfred. Mr. David Lo Alfred is currently a medical intern at the Mazaro Hospital, engaging in daily inpatients and outpatient care. He has also worked as pharmacy assistant here in Mazaro. He attended Xavier High School from 2005 to 2009 and continued into St. Martin's University in Lassie, Washington, where he graduated in 2013 with a Bachelor of Science in Biology. His learning did not end there. In 2017, he graduated with his Doctor of Medicine from Aishu University in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. He enjoys traveling and music production. His dedication and artwork speaks volumes throughout his commitment and service in our very own Majuro Hospital. Without further ado, I now welcome Mr. and Dr. David Lo Alfred to deliver his speech. And kindly join me in giving him a big round of applause.
It's difficult at first, but once you've given it your best effort, you will accomplish your goal. Good morning, everyone. You can book joining in Roman today. Anik Himanda can nur men nur can hold it meaning Kajaraman ko jadi tongan ko ran. Imporan mo kan rainin. Echon raneo elabi maur ngan kala joar an island gainar. Ikan apa kule rude joar, ruhian roar, rukagi ring, pamale ko anroji ring. Imalap tada ngan rain mulai dojan karoja lap raini. Thank you for inviting me here today. It is a great honor, and I feel privileged to have been asked to say a few words at this graduation ceremony. Moda jangan ni mana malah kau ini colok kau berboy, ini kena noilo, kajian jual, ekar kajar paling rangin. Graduation is a time of celebration and triumph, and late night parties. Just kidding. Graduation marks the end of one phase and the beginning of the next. It is a very proud moment for the graduates, for the parents, and for the teachers who have all played their part. In front of your eyes, right here, this is the end result. You should all be proud. I'm looking at these students and I see years of hard work with focus, determination, and discipline. Teachers have done their best to help you, not only by teaching you, but by encouraging and motivating you. Your parents have made sacrifices in the last couple of years and provided you with both financial and moral support. These graduating students, who are not so young anymore, will be in totally different environments with new friends and will be subject to new peer pressures. Parents, you gotta accept the fact that these young adults will not be living under your roof forever. In fact, they might even end up a few thousand miles away from home, and this will require emotional adjustment for both the parent and the student. Parents may not always be right in what they say to you, but believe me, whatever every parent says or does is because they genuinely believe that it is in the best interest of their children. I don't have any children yet, but I'm pretty sure this is how it works. To the graduating students, this is your day, and I congratulate you on your achievement. Well done. You are fortunate that you are graduating from an institution that has prepared you exceptionally well. I believe that CMI has prepared you not just on the academic front, but also to play your part in helping communities improve their quality of life. This is a quality that you must build on. Our world has still some major environmental problems, ecological disasters, and security issues due to increasing numbers of the population living below the poverty line. The rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. Your country needs you, and you must, at every stage of your life, play your part in turning this around. As you move down the road, I want you to remember two things. Work hard and play hard. It's all about balance. With all the hard work you do, take some time to have fun and enjoy life. You will soon be entitled to greater things and bigger responsibilities in life. It's not going to be as easy as ABC or 1, 2, 3. So maintain your focus and determination and just simply have fun. Play your part in sports, cultural, or other activities that enables you to expand your network. Balance is the key to future success. Also, try and stay out of trouble. But if you are faced with a challenge, remember, your parents love you unconditionally, and they will help you through the ups and the downs. To all the parents, trust your kids. Sometimes you may underestimate their abilities to do great things, but I'm telling you now that your kids are awesome. Your kids have potential, and your kids are the future of our islands. It is not enough to simply try and get by in life. That does not make the world move forward. You must strive to excel in everything that you do. Excellence in every task, whether it's big or small. The decisions you make starting today will determine what you become. Your academic journey is not over yet. I'm sorry. And you must be clear on the end result and how you wish to get there. You will face many challenges, but this is what the real world is. The next phase in your life is a great training ground for your future success. You must think big, and you must dream big. You will have amazing networking opportunities in your next phase. You will meet new people with different values, different attitudes, and knowledge. It is easy to remain in the comfort zone, but the best lessons in life are learned through reaching out. Do not be afraid to be fearless. We all must have goals, and we will have fears about achieving them, but it is how we handle those fears that determine how quickly we get there. Not every project or task that we undertake can be successful. When it is not successful, learn from your mistakes and don't run away from them. When I was in college, I majored in biology, and one of my core subjects was gross anatomy. So we had a fresh cadaver, already been blessed and brought into the lab. Our first task was to dissect the skin layer and expose the fatty tissue. So I was all hyped. I was so excited. I stood in front of the line, ready to cut. Next thing I know, our professor was waking me up. I was wondering why I'm laying down on the floor and everyone was staring at me. He looked at me and asked, "What is your name?" And then he asked, "Who is the President of the United States?" And then everyone laughed. Anyways, this was not a mistake that I made. It was just an unsuccessful first attempt. But it didn't stop me. I gave it another shot and was able to stand beside the table and cut that darn cadaver without ever passing out. So, two major lessons here. Don't give up. And two, having a head-on collision with the concrete floor is really painful. I'd like to close by giving a huge congratulations to the graduates, to your families, and to your friends. Of course, to the leadership, administration, and the faculty at the College of the Marshall Islands. I hope that my small talk wasn't too boring, and I hope that it was a little bit enlightening. I wish all the graduates all the very best in their future endeavors. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Alfred, for those encouraging words. I would also like to thank you on behalf of our candidates for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us this morning. And now may I call upon Choir Director Ben Morrison. The graduates will now share with us their class song. Before the candidates receive their diplomas, certificates, degrees, and nursing pins, I would like to ask Reverend Enos to conduct the blessing of the graduates.
Ibrahim, 'Wan 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 ' The tomorrow is in his hands. So successfully, if you know him, he will be. So we ask you to stand, all the graduates. Ginger, let's pray. Kami rewa nga niyo, ngamu roji mamu janit. Yung kamolo ng raini naman. Ay rewa niya yung kapjumum. Luar karni lok raini. Alin jum cakla jo, kami jap cakla kage. Jauh kaya menjelaskan tayo na jual jan menit kain lamun malwat. Aku ko cakla. Jarang kajuju air, family gue kan celamun. Har kemarin bermain cium lu jangan raini. Kayak stage of jan college longan higher education agak step guru tu jelas. Beberapa jalan nak cibangir, orang wajib cibangir. Anu tam cibang island kenam, jangan orang lalu dengan rainin. Yang menjawab, while orang begitu jalan lalu their quest for education, higher education for the Republic of the Marshall Islands and their families. May they never forget that education comes from you. And we ask that you will bless each one of them and their family now and always. This is our humble prayer. May they be humble young people. Today, young people are very proud and they don't know whom to respect because they don't know how to respect the one who is supposed to be respected. You, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. So I pray on their behalf and ask our Lord and Master that you will go before them and prepare the tomorrow. And we shall give you all the praise and honor and thanksgiving, for we know you will answer our prayer. Indeed, we ask in your most wonderful name. Thank you. Amen. Be seated.
Thank you, Reverend Enos. And now the candidates receiving the diplomas, certificates, degrees, and nursing pins will be individually recognized. May I call on CMI President Dr. Corey Bolano, CMI Board of Regent Chair Ben Chutaro, Dean of Adult and Continuing Education, Dean Rineta Lord, and Lucinda Peter for the Adult and Basic Education Diplomas, and Admissions Director Jomika Pelle, Nursing Department Faculty Ms. Rosina Corian for the presenting of the nursing pins. I would also like to invite to the stage Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Vincent Nix.
Will the candidates for the completion for RMI High School Equivalency Diploma please rise? Madam President, on behalf of the Faculty of Adult and Continuing Education, I present to you the candidates for the completion for RMI High School Equivalency Diploma.
By virtue of the authority vested in me under the laws of the Republic of the Marshall Islands and the Board of Regents of the College of the Marshall Islands, I confer upon you the completion of RMI High School Equivalency Diploma.
Chabre Abi. Diagajan Aigan. Cerita Ali. Roma Alfred. Christopher Ali. Tina Aman. Nina Paireti. John Anian. Chokanoa Junior Angkang. Anna Adi. John Wallace. God J. Bookin. Amelina L. Brain. Alindal Campbell. Tasha Collin. Cmi Chen. Chutara Junior Robbie. Dostan Tindaru. Davini David. Peter Abbott. Edward Ishner. Gabriel Espina. Megan Hess. Nixon Anarak. Kalamo Chaglik. Branson L. Jacob. Monday Jason. Brandon Jabadak. Elwina Chelton. Michael Chadangin. Thomas Siada. Cody Chibiri. Alisa Jinna. Pocket Chop. John. Regine Johnson. Rosalie Joseph. Peter Judah. Roseborn Taigo. Moisner Kaisha. Mail Katil. Dean J. Kendall. Julina Colo. Honor student Ron Leibwich. Natalie Luggen. Yorina Lamin. Sheldon Ed Lenababa. Brandon Lankio. Raymond George Lanwin. Mentina Levin. Tommy Leon. Anthony Matheson. Woodgam Maine. Henego Mewa. Romeo Mojilang. Romila Namai. Edwin Nathan. Coene Nat. Manor Noga. Malin Bingo. Marina Bingo, Kachimai, Jalapur. Joshua Rakim. Erina Ralibo, a John Dergo John Rijulin Chalot, AP program, 100 students. Rina Ricamato. Daryl Regilan. Kayla Rilang. Danner Sanson. Marlene Timothy. Melikdala Jabri Zacharias.
Will the candidates for the Associate of Arts degree in Business with specialization in Management please rise? Madam President, on behalf of the faculty of College of Marshall Islands, I present to you the candidates, Associate of Arts degree in Business with specialization in Management.
By virtue of the authority vested in me under the laws of the Republic of the Marshall Islands and the Board of Regents of the College of the Marshall Islands, I confer upon you the Associate of Arts degree in Business with specialization in Management.
John Clarence, Associate of Arts degree in Business with a specialization in Management, and Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Business. Daniel Aaron, Associate of Arts degree in Business with a specialization in Management, and Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Business. Daniel Wynne Jr., Associate of Arts degree in Business with a specialization in Management. Ernest Mason Carriel, Sidorak A. Chibay, Associate of Arts degree in Business with a specialization in Management, and Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialization in Math. Lapors Katurman Kadawan, Regan Lager, Associate of Arts degree in Business with a specialization in Management, and Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Business. Management David Mangong. Pierre Shipa Robert, Associate degree in Business with a specialization in Management and Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Business.
Will the candidates for Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts please rise? Madam President, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Marshall Islands, I present to you the candidates for the Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts.
By virtue of the authority vested in me under the laws of the Republic of the Marshall Islands and the Board of Regents of the College of the Marshall Islands, I confer upon you the Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts.
Brenda Corum Agustin, Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Business. Jefferson Tasset Isaiah, Brandon Alex, Ruby Allen, Phil Alvin, Soli Paso, Sullivan Bartolome. Christian Penn. Randy Pada Benjamin. Certificate of Completion in Marine Science and Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Science. Lyle Marlin Frank Ding. Certificate of Completion in Marine Science and Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Science. Mikey Lepsigas Brian. Shania Sepe Countess Limolo. Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Business. Alicia Binang Teprum. Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Business. Premi Stella Emmy Brian DeBroom. Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Martialist Studies. Francis DeBroom. Neeraj DeBroom. Orlando DeBroom. Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Math. Cindy Tagalamas Inuk. Dylan Kroll George. Naomi Hannah George. Olsen Chakabor. Emilson Johnson. Erika Chuta. Junior Watson Junior Moon K106. Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Martialist Studies. Wade Katua. Dennis Kaishan. Renalina Alimi Kaminangan. Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Business. Selita Kanebo. Emina Kemen. Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in English. Josephine Lalita. Dita Langipalang. Thurston Pagkas Loyak. Certificate of Completion in Marine Science and Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Science. Cyrus Kalho Nojagat. Mark Lamay. Kelly Carla Lorenis. Jason Lally Lee Lorenis. Yumiko Mark. Marcelina Menke. Dale Nabu. Kayla Nathan Imogo. Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Business. Gabriel Nizer. Junior Nathan. Takeo Ibu. Jackson Lipsy Nelson. Certificate of Completion in Marine Science and Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Science. Mariana Limme Bonstansky. Certificate of Completion in Marine Science and Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts. James Ramers. Tua Rudolph, Certificate of Completion in Marine Science and Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts with a specialty in Science. Walter Robert Shelley, Kimberly Taka, Anasani Talay, Jacqueline Thomas, and Franny Sagreas.
Will the candidates for the Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education please rise? Madam President, on behalf of the faculty of the College of the Marshall Islands, I present you the candidates for the Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education.
By virtue of the authority vested in me under the laws of the Republic of the Marshall Islands and the Board of Regents of the College of the Marshall Islands, I confer upon you the Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education.
Waylang Anthem, Certificate of Completion in Teaching. Karen Reagan, Certificate of Completion in Teaching. Joey Cody Abner, Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education with a Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts. Giovanni Aini, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education. Jomac Aguilang, Casey Pixaman, Ricky Pokarik, Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education and with a Certificate of Completion in Teaching. Lorena Payne, Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education with a Certificate of Completion in Teaching. Jacqueline Deprum, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education. Loroni Latimto Etaman, Yuri Eda Eben, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Arts Science degree in Elementary Education. Giton Naston Eribak, Bonita Cholang, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education. Philip Chowda, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education. Jenny J. Billy, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education. Ali Chan Deborah Langapan, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education. John C. Lather, Kadal Abaran Dibay, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education. Jenny Lee Liwake Lamay, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education. Neela Lorak, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education. Rita Muriata, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education. Andreas Ned, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education. Agent Nimoto. Topaya Peter. Louis Junior Salinas. Tina Clarissa Tellen, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education. And Chrislyn Amanto Timothy, Certificate of Completion in Teaching and Associate of Science degree in Elementary Education.
Will the candidates for the associate degree in nursing please rise? Madam President, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Marshall Islands, I present to you the candidates for Associate of Science degree in nursing.
By virtue of the authority vested in me under the laws of the Republic of the Marshall Islands and the Board of Regents of the College of the Marshall Islands, I confer upon you the Associate of Science degree in nursing.
Josephine Ayas. Neil Ali. Giovanni Shelvin Azert Pedro. Rubina Lichojo Woods Amang. Sibigo Chomule. Eugene Chin Kuipers. Norma K. Kamau. Lillian Annalyn Nedlick. Patrick Lababy Minoru Ronald. Danfield Shabazz. Charlene S. Suluk.
Graduates, would you please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates, class of 2018. Now, could I please call upon Her Excellency President Dr. Heine to acknowledge this 2018 graduating class.
On behalf of the people of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, I now hereby acknowledge the graduates of the RMI High School Equivalency and College of the Marshall Islands. Charaman.
Congratulations, graduates. These past few days were hectic ones, and the Student Services team was quite eager to find the highest achieving student. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, may I present the valedictorian for this 2018 graduating class, Ms. Kelly Tarla Lorenich.
Chirun Jalalajan, the Kile Jamerojina. Yagoya Kumo Jalib. Machabaram, Yagoya Kumo Jalib. I heard that. Mogadada, Kilerorian Paudedia, Manet, Ian Kabum. The graduating class of 2018 wishes to convey the warmest Yahweh to our visiting guests who have gathered from the corners of the Marshall Islands and the Micronesia for the silver commencement of the College of the Marshall Islands. Yahweh is a word of many feelings. Hello, farewell, himlo. But it also means you are a rainbow. So Yahweh. In 2 syllables, we express this beautiful rainbow of family, flown an ocean or 2 over, teachers beaming for their students, for the graduates, and the RMI community, all in one place. Para Yahweh. Edain Kelly Tarla Lorenich, Negin Koli Nim Stanley Lorenich, Chibun Ella Nim Herbat Lorenich, Cabridian Nim Gnarainak. Joey did you naga kudabada? Yarigum Rotola, the young Laura and Chair, Pugunin Chair in Nagaot. Woo! I joined Chirongan Island game. You might learn in Nupok, Rajaban. Training to the Kaino navigator. Junior Egojagan Royal the navigators rain mata. You could go ride it AB. In College of the Marshall Islands, College of an Island Gainad. Today we are adorned before you in gold, gold of the strong, and blue of the sea of voyagers, as well as the white of peacemakers. In the midst of disasters and misfortunes bigger than nations, we take this hour, this minute, this very second to Kamolon for a day that is blessing. That is a blessing, raining in torrents and torrents on our heads. Well, that was like a day ago. Although it might slow to a drizzle, which it has, and eventually dry out, it will always give out to a beautiful warm sun. But remember that downpour, which has led to this day, overflowing with words of Jaraman, smiles of brimming pride, and nouns of cavity-making sweets, and gumballs, all delivered with so much Yahweh. Here's another Gajinamado, archaic and rich with traditional wisdom. Ayaran Dola. Yahweh Kuala Kachino Chuan Jarabadibin. Agalinganam Kaleo, any Tagara. Today's theme, Providence Rewards Perseverance, pertains to the hardships of the initial stages of a goal that are conquered in the end after honest, hard work. I recently came back from a business trip in Japan, a country rooted in culture and built on innovation. An island nation perhaps bigger than ours, but with so much of the same kindness, warmth, and welcoming demeanor, reminiscent of those in the Pacific Asia region. There, neither my young age, small stature, or brown skin took away from the equal respect they gave to visitors and Japanese alike. But it was their commitment, their bone-chilling investment in all that they do, and for whoever they were with, that made whatever part of me that is Nihonji, that is Japanese, burst with pride, and the islander in me inspired. Every time I travel abroad, though, I always come back more and more sure that I will always return to these islands that raised me. Providence rewards perseverance. We stand here today, Horsted actually, personifying these words, proving that it is very much possible, and that if we could do it, so can everyone else. As our island country continues to develop, we grow with it. So much is being passed on to the younger generation that it may seem daunting, but whatever your next milestone is, whether it's a higher degree, a place in the workforce, or investing in traditional culture and practices, maybe it's just going to be figuring out what's next. Always just remember to choose for yourselves. Choose what makes you passionate, what makes you excited, what gets you by 8 hours, what makes those hours fly in the blink of an eye. But also remember those who you stand for. I'll try to say this in what would be pages and pages of elaborating in this poem. Set up your foundation. On whose sweat and grind do you stand? Jinam, jamam, chibu, jimam, mama, baba, hubu, jima. Sweep the dust that clogs your foundation and make ready to stand as pillars. Jor. A jor that stands tall, sentinel. A jor that holds hope above heads. A jor that may fall, but does so into great Mother Ocean. Build yourselves a house, a village, an island. Raise yourselves a country found on corals and legends. Make yourselves a home, open, warm, jolt. Never forget this home, these roots, Lamoran. For now we send you off on your canoe. Your sister sets up your sail. Your son hands you your paddle. Family, fill it to the brim. Villagers follow, and it overflows with oil of Jaraman, drained from knee and dewage trees, anointing you, blessing you, with aspirations of the elderly who can no longer stand, with dreams of the deaf who hear your heart beating, for these fronds of green and sandy soil. Take a piece, take a handful, take it all with you. And with all of these set out, trust the gado that your ancestors flew with. Feel those bagat rock beneath your abdomen. May tumur him jabara light your way at night, and may they bring you back to these shores as jor, ready to pillar, island gainar. Ilo tarayin ngani dainam ko chirip payeda yenar kemi mi jiro ko impajara. Iperro nugur matarim bakomol. Sinu dumunangan puro ijo mulang ta. Ikadalagi yon mejadoin. Payangin jongana yamulangan chuan. Sinum jana. Choro ko al ro rajnaga bendata. Ro sinum jama ro career andi mangkau. Roy bella kajan yam wanda yam kitchen goyer. Rongole menawa Cmi joan. Ngajone ora lale no didio. Andi nele, ando emil, andi rabaga andi eli. Rorain mabela tada supporting. They have never failed me. Melada karaman ganir. Rut kingaju rutoro chibum chimau. Romra chiboyli ayuri ro chibuyer. Im kadagin demage yauro in yawo ro. Im wawin kadero bolo et. Inang kati gregreglo gregmi. Amen. Kiangan rojim jadu lo podada kobalak ro rara daptenga peneno chadier. To an extra special shout out ngan cousin Reina, my sisters Stacy, Cindy, Christina, my designated drivers and dressmakers. Kia ngadrugagim brigaba roa Chen Jabende High School, CMI in the Marshall Islands Journal. each who have all played a significant part in my mental and spiritual growth. Idolem magdagani jarjab nalalagyo. Agar ledo rain, al ledo rain which. Perenduta lang yago ko remena yan blak yon para. Ela tamol. Ido kajino juan. Tomo arigato gozaimashita. We've sailed through smooth and stormy waters, slicing through waves of success or getting pulled back by dawning tides. And yet here we are. Here we all are, stationed upon this meadow that's designed by our great founding father. Perhaps the late Leroy Labalab and first president may not have envisioned it, but here we are, a great gathering of young, educated minds, sitting on the meadow that has been the very core of our country, the center of our lives, our vessel, our sea-salted lives, actually. In tradition, I will pull these lyrics from a song, which is well known throughout radio stations. I listen to it every morning when I come with the school bus, and it's been stuck in my head. And in tradition, I will sing it again as I did in my high school graduation. So I just want to ask you to look up at your flag. Look up at your flag. Have you found it? Okay, good. So, these lyrics call out for more from you, from me, and from all of us.
Thank you, Kelly, for a very awe-inspiring speech. We appreciate your time and your commitment in preparing and delivering a thoughtful and inspiring speech for your fellow graduates and everyone here this morning. At this time, I would like to recognize Bank of the Marshall Islands Deputy Chief and Compliance Officer, Ms. Velma J. Edwards, and ask that she come to the stage for BOMI's presentation. If I may ask Dr. Corivillano and Chairman Chutaro to come forward to receive presentation from Bank of the Marshall Islands.
As another part of our corporate culture at the Bank of Marshall Islands is always to give back to our community. And investing in education is always a smart investment. So on behalf of our board of directors, our CEO, Mr. Patrick Chen, our senior management and staff, I'm pleased to present this special gift of $20,000 to the CMI Endowment Fund.
On behalf of the College of the Marshall Islands, we show our deep appreciation to the Bank of the Marshall Islands, to the board, and to Mr. Patrick Chen for your staff for your unfailing support of our college. Komotata. Please give them a huge round of applause. Thank you for gifting $20,000 to the College of the Marshall Islands Endowment Fund.
At this time, I would like to call again our choir director, Mr. Ben Morrison, along with our choir, our dance performers for their special song this morning.
Through your day, got your head on low, the sky's a shade of gray. go away, cause it's just a day they're walking, thinking that's your only option. But you can flip the switch and brighten up your darkest days. Sunset the colors bright, to the world and make it mine. Think behind your narrow mind, you'll never be the same.
Burn so bright, reaching up to the sky. It is open wide, you're electrified. The world becomes a fantasy, the more than you could ever be. To dreaming with your eyes wide open. You know you can't go back again to the world that you were leaving in. To dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive.
Everything that life that you need to hide your face, afraid to step outside, so you lock the door, but don't you stay that way.
We're living in those times, even if we know how that goes. Just what you say is what you never, never be the same. You'll be the one that's turning, but the rest of you so tiny.
You can prove what you do, you cannot be afraid.
Your light, let it burn so bright, reaching up to the sky. It is open wide, you're electrified. The world becomes a fantasy and more than you could ever be. Dreaming with your eyes wide open. You know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in. Dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, each year during graduation, scholarships are awarded to our graduates who have excelled academically in each of their programs. I would like to invite to the stage Dean of Academic Affairs, Ms. Fastabanca Salvo, and Vice President for Business and Administration, Mr. Stevenson Cotton, to present this year's CMI Scholarship Awards.
Wynne, families, friends of the graduates. On behalf of the President, the Board of Regents, I'm really happy to present this year's award to all the students who have done really outstanding in their academic studies. These scholarship students, especially the graduates, they're not CMI ribbons. They have requirements. For you to earn these, you have to be accepted at an accredited institution outside of the Marshall Islands or within the Marshall Islands. And you have to present your enrollment so that you can be accepted. The reason why we're doing this, because you've already learned from the College of the Marshall Islands, we don't provide free lunch. Everything you need to earn it. So without further ado, I'll give it to your Dean of Student Services, Bas Abu.
Can these candidates come up? The highest achiever in the field of nursing, Miss Eugene Kuipers. Highest GPA in the field of nursing, Miss Eugene Kuipers. Highest GPA in the field of elementary education, Ms. Joralang Bonita. Highest GPA in the business studies, Mr. Ritan Lajar. And the highest GPA in the field of liberal arts and highest overall GPA, Ms. Kelly Tala Lorenich. Kelly is receiving 2 scholarships, one for earning the highest GPA in liberal arts, and the other is for earning the highest overall GPA.
This year, the college is proud to announce its first cohort in the Associate of Arts degree in Business Studies and award its highest achieving student in the Associate of Arts degree in Business Studies and specialization in Business Management, Mr. Ritan Lajar. The college is very fortunate to have the continued support of its stakeholders, donor partners, and the community at large. Every year, our graduates are awarded scholarship and awards from generous individuals and agencies. I would like to call upon Marshall Islands Development Bank representative to the stage to present an award to the student who received the highest overall GPA for this year's graduating class.
Yakoy Alep, awardee ni Jitok ngan Kelly Loring, dari ko may taladiktorin ngan CMI class of 2018. Karaman.
Our last award for this afternoon will be presented by Ambassador or Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to the Republic of the Marshall Islands, His Excellency Ambassador Itayuki Mitsuoka.
Now I will present awards to 6 graduates. The first one, James Sau, please come to the stage. Japanese Ambassador Special Award presented to James Sau, College of the Marshall Islands. The student listed above generously donated his precious time since his high school days to his college days in order to volunteer in support of our many events and the success to complete many Japanese study programs organized by the Embassy of Japan in the Republic of the Marshall Islands. We are pleased to extend our sincere appreciation for these special performances and vital contribution on significant events and for making great success. May 31st, 2018, Hideyuki Mitsuoka, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to the Republic of the Marshall Islands. Congratulations. And next, Terita Kaneko. Please come up to the stage. Japanese Ambassador's Special Award presented to Terita Kaneko, College of the Marshall Islands, in recognition of having met the higher standards of excellence in Japanese language and cultural studies of the college years. May 31st, 2018, Hideyuki Mitsuoka, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to the Republic of the Marshall Islands. Congratulations. And next, Kelly Loren Niji. Japanese Ambassador Special Award present to Kelly Loren Niji, College of the Marshall Islands, in recognition of outstanding service during her college days for Japanese cultural events and the Japanese programs, has been duly selected by the Embassy of Japan to receive this special award. May 31st, 2018, Hideyuki Mitsuoka, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to the Republic of the Marshall Islands. Congratulations. Thank you. And next, Dion George. Please come up to the stage. Dion George. Certificate of Excellence. This is a certificate that Dion George, College of the Marshall Islands, in recognition of outstanding service during his college days for Japanese cultural events and Japanese programs, has been duly selected by the Embassy of Japan to receive this certificate. May 31st, 2018, Hideyuki Mitsuoka, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to the Republic of the Marshall Islands. Congratulations. The fifth graduate, Kimberly Taka. Certificate of Excellence present to Kimberly Taka. The following is the same as above. Okay, the last, Hitorak Jibae. Certificate of Excellence presented to Hitorak Jibae. Congratulations. Jeraman Imkomotata.
Now may I call upon the graduating class representative, Mr. Ronnie Edmond, who will present their gift to the college.
Kanala bul ikamana jonaren kare ya chuai lelilang rar kattabarilang ya chuai lelilang rar kattabarilang rar kon tudulo lewe imbololo. The graduates will give you the gift later. But on behalf of all graduates, I would like to present this gift. It is not written enough. Maybe we will give you to me. Once again, on behalf of all graduates, I would like to present this gift to the College of the Marshall Islands in Charlotte.
Okay, come on. Then College of the Marshall Islands, hello, the Puro, given a Yaya dial. Come on, Dada.
Thank you, Ronnie. At this time, I would like to thank everyone. On behalf of the CMI Board of Regents, President Coroy Bolano, and the administration, faculty, staff, and especially our students, we would like to thank everyone who came to witness the conferral of diplomas, degrees, certificates, and nursing pins. Your presence has truly made this event an extraordinary one. We are very grateful. Also, I would like to thank everyone whose helping hands made this year's commencement exercises a memorable one for all our candidates, our graduates. I bid you all a big pomoltada. Let's give a round of applause to all those who have made this event a very successful one. Please rise for the benediction. May I call upon Reverend Enos?
Jesus Christ, we are on our Jammer. In Chono, we and we have Jamaica, of Oliver and Rapper, College of the Marshall Islands. So then, Jaman, Amen.